What's up? What's up? What's today? Happy what Wednesday or is it a happy Wednesday? But anywho, it's Auntie Taz and it's been a minute. Um, y'all, what the fuck is really going on? Anywho, I'm gonna go straight on in with it because I feel like it's gonna be a long one. I don't know if y'all probably should have heard by now. It's been all over social media. Um, that's been all over my timeline on Instagram and on TikTok and yeah. So it was an incident that happened today in Minneapolis where a lady was shot in the face today by an ICE agent. Now, it's conflicting because some people are saying, oh, she tried to use her vehicle as a deadly weapon to run him over, and he did what he needed to do. Then you got other people, people saying, oh, you fuck around and you find out, oh, she should have listened, blah, blah, blah. And then you have the other side, which I am on that side. Let's be clear. I'm on that side where I'm like, this lady should still be alive. Now, people say, "Oh, but she should have listened to an order from an ICE agent." Blah blah blah. Like, um, because you don't listen to an order, you deserve to be unalived. I don't agree with that. So we want to just watch a couple of videos and just do a little bit of commentary. I had a moment earlier today when I was watching a video, and I was just like, like what is going on with the world? Like it's so much division, it's so much hate. Um, and it's like people are actually happy about the mean and hateful things. Like they are like, oh yeah, like celebrate in a celebratory kind of like mood about certain things. Not all people, but some. But it's troubling to see some of the comments on social media where people are defending crazy ass behavior, hateful behavior, mean, disgusting behavior because for whatever reason they agree with it. But to me, I just felt like that it is some crazy people out here. It is some crazy people out here, and this administration has definitely um opened the floodgates to the craziness, the hateful, like all of the negative, nasty, disgusting, mean, inhumane things. Like, I mean, just being a bully, just being nasty to people. Like, y'all cannot sit up here and think that this is the right fucking way to go about this. Now, people want to say, "Oh, you want the immigrants over here taking this, that, and the other." Okay, it's it's a way that you go about things, and the way that this current administration is going about it is just downright despicable. And this shit is just emotionally draining to say the least. Like every day, it's just fucking something. Every day is just fucking something that continues to just for I'm gonna say for myself, I have come to the realization after 40 something years that I am an empath. I didn't fucking know what that mean until I started doing more researching about the shit, and I was like, oh, okay, that's why when I could be watching a movie and me and her be watching a movie or something and something happens on TV and I'm just like I'm like boohooing like and if when I feel or see or if I'm around another person that is going through something, it's like I can almost like feel their um their pain or their hurt or whatever, and I kind of like can take that on a little bit because I get into my sadness and I'm like, oh my gosh, and yeah, I have really become like a freaking crybaby, y'all. And I'm not mad about that because that just shows that I'm human and that just shows that I have a heart and I'm not going to be like, oh, but I'm not, yeah, I'm tough when I need to be tough, but it's some things where you need to be soft, okay? So it's okay to be tough, but it's definitely okay to be soft. It's okay to be dual. You can be more than one thing. You know what I mean? But anywho, let's just get into the reason for this video. And again, Happy New Year, everybody. I think the last video I did was like December the 20th. I went on a whole little rant. That's when I was like, yeah, I gotta take a little break. And I feel like I'm kind of like coming down with a little cold. So bear with me, y'all. But let's see. Let's get into it. Where we want to go first? Let's see. Add to stage. Alrighty. Okay, so this is Instagram. We're gonna just look at a couple of videos, and I'm gonna take y'all to YouTube. Cause what the fuck, y'all? Let's see if we can find the original video. Okay, so this is the original video from that I don't know if I saw this video from off of this page or another page, but let's see. So this is breaking ICE agent fatally shoots woman in Minneapolis. Mayor Jacob Frey speaks out, telling ICE to get the F out of Minneapolis. He said, and he got up there and he cursed too. He said, "Get the fuck up out of Minneapolis." All right, but let's see. Was that the first one? I guess it was. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. And trigger warning, anybody, if you kind of sensitive stuff like this, it's trigger warning. Oh, where's the? I always forget the thing.
That's law enforcement pulling up in the pickup. And it is the Honda Pilot that we should be focused on here. It's about a purplish, reddish color here. So let's take a look.
He's backing
up. And then there's another agent. I don't know if you can see that one right there. Three agents involved. One was kind of closer to the front of the vehicle. The other kind of pulled on that driver's side door handle. Yeah. So again, there's no audio here. We don't know what's being said. We don't know really anything else about this woman, other than we know that she was not the target of the initial investigation. That was confirmed by the police chief. But there are some other angles of this as well that are being looked at. So that's kind of one pass of the video. Again, right. Okay. Thanks.
And that's him right there.
Sorry. So there's
coming
some
up right
audio
here.
To this, and if you go online, you can see. So now you can see the vehicle is
alleged murderer.
You can see the vehicle there. That's law enforcement pulling up in the pickup, and it is the Honda Pilot that we should be focused on here. It's about a purplish, reddish color here. So let's take a look. Agent walking up. And then there's another agent. I don't know if you can see that one right there. Three agents involved. One
I'm
was
just
kind of
trying to figure out
the
why did he already have his gun drawn? Okay, but let's see.
But I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis.
Okay.
We do not want you here.
Wait a minute. I'm so sorry, y'all, but no, the sign language. She said, "Get the." Did y'all see that? I was paying attention to her.
The reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite. People are being hurt. Families are being ripped apart. Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead.
Right. Say.
But I do have a message for our community.
Watch the sign language, lady.
And I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here.
She said, I know that's right. But yeah, so y'all, so that was the breaking one. Let me see. So lady, she was a 37-year-old woman, U.S. citizen. Let's say, they said that, let's see what they saying. So the DHS spokesperson, y'all see her name, read her damn name, stated that the woman was allegedly attempting to run over our law enforcement officers when an ICE officer shot her fatally. Okay. However, Mayor Jacob Frey passionately asserted at the news conference that he saw a video of the incident and contended that the agent's actions weren't a matter of self-defense. I agree. I mean, I'm just saying, I agree. Because technically, he really wasn't. Okay, let me just, I'm gonna go ahead and just mute it. Anywho, so she said this was an agent recklessly using the power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed. Frey mentioned that that it didn't look like the victim, a 37-year-old woman, was a U.S. citizen, was driving her car at the agent as a weapon. Okay, instead she was an observer who was watching out for our immigrant neighbors. So yeah, he said, "Get the fuck up out of Minneapolis, ICE." Somebody said, "Are we great yet?" Just asking. Hell fucking no. Hell the fuck no, we're not. And someone said, "It's literally mind-boggling to me how y'all let Trump win over Kamala." Or Kamala, whatever her name is. ICE just killing people now. Shaking my head. Sad as hell. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. All right, but anywho, let's go to this other one. Let's see what I hate seeing his face, y'all. I hate hearing his voice, seeing his face. I hate seeing anything that he just types because it's just be like, hey, dude, shut up. He just lies. He just lies. And it be people that the crazier part to me be it be people that be actually believing it. Like, that's what I said. We are doomed. We are fucking doomed because this people out here be believing this Negro. Okay, so it says, oh shit, that's that one thing gonna come on the screen. Okay, so it says he speaks out at the ICE agent shoots $1 million woman, says the incident was self-defense. The reason these incidents are happening is because of the radical left. He always got to be blaming somebody else. This nigga he never can take accountability for nothing. And it's like any chance that he can get to blame like the radical far left, the Democrats, blah, blah, blah. He just throwing it in there. Like, dude, a lady was murdered today by your goons. A lady was murdered today by your goons. And y'all claiming it's self-defense because she was using her vehicle as a weapon. Okay. Alrighty. So let's see. What was this like? This is another video with sound. And why is he grabbing on her door? Like, I'm not getting out the car either. But you come to my door and you grabbing on my door, I'm not getting out the car either. And he better be lucky that his ass didn't get fucking dragged. Cause the way I would have fucking pulled off, the fuck, all their asses would have been dragged. Because you Lord, let me be quiet. And he is on the side of her vehicle when he's actually shooting. It looks like. Matter of fact, it was a video I saw on YouTube, and this guy, they slowed the video up, and it's going to definitely show where he's at when he starts shooting. I'm gonna play that video too. I gotta find it on my other phone. But orange face, and y'all know when I say orange face, y'all know who I'm talking about. And if you offended, fuck you. I don't care. So anywho, so old orange face, he said, I have just viewed the clip of the event which took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is a horrible thing to watch. Yes, it is. Fucking horrible. The woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator. Like, come on, man. And the woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently willfully and viciously. He gotta have all these added fucking words in there. Like, nigga, stop it. Stop it. Who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE agent. Did y'all see his ass get run over in this video? When did he get run over? When he get run over? Because I thought when you run over somebody, you actually run over them. They on the ground and your car goes over their body and they're like boom, 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 boom. Like, you know that? You know, your car. Yeah. Like, I don't see him right over. Actually, he actually walked away. So anywho, so he said that yeah, let me see. Let me go back because I didn't got yeah. And viciously ran over the ICE officer. Yeah. And we saw that with our own eyes. Yep. And it says, whom seems to have shot her in self-defense. So he said, who seems. Even you can't really confirm that, Orange Face. But anywho, based on the attached clip, it is hard to believe he is alive. How? But is now recovering in the hospital. Okay. We must was watching a different video. Because if he's talking about this video, I'd like to know when he got ran over. And why he in the hospital recovering? And you can't believe he's alive. All right. Just more of his theatrics. Like, this is what happened when you get a reality star, felon, pedo, criminal, and whatever the fuck else the fuck he is to run the United States. Thanks a lot, mega fucking idiots. But anywho, and I forgot, yeah, his buddy Elon. Thanks a lot. Yeah. So anywho, so he says the situation is being studied. Why the fuck does it need to be studied? Yeah, this is why I said this should be irritating me. I can't, like, I gotta pull myself back because I be getting too irritated, and I definitely, that's why I don't be arguing with you motherfuckers in the comments, because y'all not about to disrupt my peace, and I'm going back and forth with some goddamn stupid idiot because you got to be stupid if you're sitting up here trying to support and defend this bullshit. So, anywho, so he says, but the reason that these incidents are happening is because the radical left is threatening and assaulting and targeting our law enforcement officers and ICE agents on a daily basis. Sir, I think that's your goons doing that. Okay. Um, they are just trying to do their job of making America safe. How? When a lady just got, dude. Okay. And okay, then he said we need to stand by and protect our law enforcement officers from this radical left movement of violence and hate. Like, this is classic narcissism, gaslighting at its finest. Because if you ever dealt with a narcissist, you know they will gaslight the fuck out of you. They will project, they will flip shit. Everything that they accuse you of doing is what they do and what they are. Okay? So when I hear him talk and I see what the shit he be, posting on social media and shit, I just be so irritated because I'm like, y'all, do y'all really fucking believe this shit? Do y'all really believe what the fuck he's saying out his mouth? Do y'all really fucking believe this shit? And the crazier part is that is motherfuckers that do. And that is the sad part about this whole thing. That's why I said, God help us. Because if you sitting here and you're saying that one, that you are a Christian and you are on board with the shit that he's doing, then you need to reevaluate your relationship with the good Lord above, because this is not what he was talking about. Okay. There is nothing, absolutely nothing Christian about this man. Nothing godly about him at all. And let me take that back. I'm not even going to say man. I'm going to say clown. He's a clown. He's a narcissist, big fucking baby clown. And you motherfuckers that's sitting over there that's like, oh yeah, he's getting rid of, like, it's a better way that this shit can be done. This lady should not have been unalive. This lady should not have been unalive, period. He would say, oh, she was using her car as a weapon. What? So you telling me, let's just go back to yesterday. So yesterday was January the 6th. It was the 5th anniversary of the insurrection that was led by his goons back in 2020, whatever it was, 5 years ago. Yeah. Did y'all see the videos of that? Did that look like peaceful? Was that not violence? Was that not hate? Was that not assaulting and targeting our law enforcement officers? Because I do recall there was a couple of people that were law enforcement that was assaulted. So you mean to tell me that this lady just doing a slight backup and just trying to go, that she using her vehicle as a weapon, and he felt it suitable for him to have his gun drawn, and to shoot her in her face. And people say, oh, well, she should have stopped. She should have got. No, the fuck, I'm not getting out my car. You come running up to my shit. I don't give a fuck. You got a mask on. I don't give a fuck if you got on a fucking military tinfoil fucking, I don't fucking know. You not running up to my shit and pulling on my door and thinking that I am going to, one, get out of my car. You're not dragging me out of my motherfucking car, especially if I ain't done shit wrong. And then the other guy got his gun drawn. Why nobody else got their guns drawn? Why is he the only one that felt the need to have his gun drawn? Everybody, I don't see nobody else gun drawn. And then the thing to just go ahead and just pow, 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 shoot her in her face. You didn't think to shoot the tires. If you really wanted to get her, you got her fucking license plate. Y'all could have found her ass and arrested her for using her vehicle as a weapon and let the courts decide. But no, you motherfuckers, he didn't got to the point where he's been okay for motherfuckers to think that they can do certain things. Now, if you of a certain color, you may get away with that shit. Like this man, he probably end up getting away with it because, of course, they're saying it's self-defense and blah blah blah. And she tried to run him over, and of course, as Orange Face is saying, it was I can't believe he's alive. This nigga got up and walked away. He's in the hospital recovering. Lies you fucking tell every fucking day. Are y'all not tired? Are y'all not tired of being lied to every fucking day? It's just something every fucking day. Every day. You got him lying. You got the two little chicks. I don't even even care their goddamn name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The blonde haired chick and the other chick. Noam, Christy, whatever the fuck. Those chicks. All their asses. They just lying. And there's people that's believing in shit. Like, what the fuck? This is classic. He's a classic narcissist. Okay? All right, well, let me get off because I can go on and on and on. Let me keep on going. But yeah, so.
You can see the vehicle there. That's law enforcement pulling up in the pickup. And it is the Honda Pilot that we should be focused on here. It's about a purplish, reddish color here. So let's take a look. Agent walking up. Mm-hmm. And then there's another agent. I don't know if you can see that one right there. Yeah, three agents involved. One was kind of closer to the front of the vehicle. The other kind of pulled on that driver's side door handle.
Yeah. So again, there's no audio here. We don't know what's being said. We don't know really anything else about.
Okay, so anywho, but so y'all get the gist of what's going on, right? So did y'all done seen it like 3 times, 3 times, and we're gonna go over it again in a different aspect because, like I said, it's another video that that I saw that slows it down, okay, and I think it was at another angle. But so far, do you think that you know what I'm saying that this lady deserves to be unalived because she didn't quote unquote listen to an order and and she was using her vehicle as a weapon? I don't agree. I don't agree at all. Let's see. And then here's another thing. So, for the people that like to sit and follow behind and say that Orange Face is the best thing and and they're out here saving people and helping people. Check this out right here. So someone was live streaming and see someone was live streaming and it shows that a man claiming to be a doctor was being blocked from federal agents by federal agents to try to assist the lady. Why would you block? If you for the people, you want to help the people, why would you block? Why would you block? Yeah, okay. Look at that.
I don't even know how black people is. Phone her, she thick as hell. What you talking about?
What really, dude?
It's cold in a motherfucker. I'm shaking that shit for it. This lady got blood.
So why wouldn't they allow a doctor to go over there and give to assist? Okay. All right, let's see. We're gonna go to somewhere else. Let's see. I think we got another view. Okay, DL had a whole bunch of stuff on here. Let's see. Oh, this is a different angle.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood.
What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck?
Dude, you did a murder for what?
Okay. For what? She was waving for them to go past. Why is he the only one with his gun drawn? If they were fearing, why was he the only one with his fucking gun drawn? He definitely murdered her.
You're fucking criminals! You're fucking criminals! What the fuck? What the fuck?
So you mean to tell me that even after hearing everybody that was physically there and everything what they're saying, you mean to tell me that none of them can sit up there and say, oh well, it was justified because she was using her vehicle as a weapon. All of the people that I've seen the videos, I've heard people in the background, they are calling them murderers. and saying shame and just yelling at them. They're upset because they saw this with their own freaking eyes. We are seeing a video, and you got people that are online like, oh, she was using her car as a weapon. Where the fuck did y'all see that at? Where the fuck y'all see that at? Because apparently the people that was there and that was recording ain't see that shit.
So fuck! You're fucking insane!
See what I'm saying? Why would they say all of that if they didn't see something that was troubling, that was incorrect? Like, come on, man. But yeah, let me go to a YouTube video. I wanted to show y'all this YouTube video. Oh, let me look and see what the name of that video, because he actually slows the video down and it shows clearly, but I gotta go to my phone real quick, y'all. Is this the one that I saw earlier? He broke it down. Was that Midas? I think it was this one. Yeah. Check his channel out.
This company is going viral for its new process that gives you permanent teeth in just 24 hours. If you're missing 5 or more teeth, Nuvia Dental Implant.
All hell is breaking loose in Minnesota as Donald Trump's ICE Gestapo has just murdered in cold blood a United States citizen in South Minneapolis. We're getting reports of this cold-blooded murder right now. Protests are breaking out across Minnesota right now. The murder of this 37-year-old woman, United States citizen, her name has yet to be identified, took place at East 34th Street and Portland Avenue. One of the things we heard as well was that there was a potential physician on scene who was being blocked by Donald Trump's ICE Gestapo. You can see the photo right here. This angle shows Donald Trump's ICE thugs standing on the side of the vehicle and firing into the open window at the driver. Folks, this was murder. Let's talk about what we know right now. What we know is that there was a massive ICE invasion of Minnesota and Minneapolis. The Trump regime sending 2,000 agents in there. You had Kristi Noem, the Department of Homeland Security Secretary, making videos saying that we're coming into Minnesota. There were protests taking place in South Minneapolis where this murder just took place. And initially it seemed this car was stopped and was blocking some of the ICE Gestapo from engaging in their raids and their invasion. They then told the driver, get out of here and move. The driver seems to have complied, moving away, driving away. That's when the ICE agents, the murderers, go to the side of her and shoot her in the face repeatedly. Now, we have video of what took place. You can't actually see inside the car. So I just want to give you the disclaimer. You won't be able, but you can see basically what took place here, and you'll see that the ICE Gestapo, you'll see that the Border Patrol and Department of Homeland Security are obviously lying when they're now claiming this was an act of domestic terrorism against ICE and against Trump. That's not what this was at all. This was cold-blooded murder in South Minneapolis by the ICE Gestapo. Here's a video of what took place as a woman was shot multiple times, 3 to 4 times in her face as she tried to drive away from them. Let's play this clip.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood. What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? Dude, you did a murder for what?
Now, as Christine Pelosi says, tragically, ICE agents shot at a U.S. citizen within seconds of them yelling at her to move. You can look at the photos right here for the truth. The driver moved the car backwards, you saw in the video, not in a menacing way, but to move, to get out, to comply with what was being said. Also, even if she didn't comply, that doesn't give the ICE Gestapo the right to shoot her in the face. These are terrorists on our street, folks. Within seconds of her moving away, they shot her in the face. As Christine Pelosi says, we pray for her family and demand justice for her killer. We're hearing from the mayor of Minneapolis, Mayor Jacob Frey. Here's what he just said. He said, ICE, get the F out of here. Play this clip.
There's little I can say, again, that'll make this situation better, but I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis.
More from the mayor right here, talking about how Trump's Gestapo is trying to spin this. Here, play this clip.
So they are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense.
Of course.
Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody
it's bullshit.
Directly, that is bullshit.
Yep. Bull
this
fucking
was
shit.
An agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed.
Now, here is how Donald Trump's Gestapo is trying to spin this. Kristi Noem said what took place was an act of domestic terrorism against ICE. So ICE was left with no choice but to shoot the 37-year-old American citizen in the face. Folks, this Trump regime is dastardly. They are a group of disgusting thugs. They are the terrorists. Let's be very clear. Here's what Kristi Noem said. Play this clip.
Questions there. You asked about a shooting that we just had in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
I don't even want to hear her talk. So anywho, I'm going to fast forward to that one. I don't want to hear her talk because
You just killed a United States citizen. You, Kristi Noem, are a terrorist, and you, Kristi Noem, are someone who needs to be brought to justice. You criminal, you killer, you murderer, you despicable, vile, grotesque thing, you cancer on this planet. Here, watch what she says. Play this clip.
Kids without fear. Yes.
Stop using ChatGPT like Google. That's why you're not seeing results. Instead, do this 15-minute.
Business owners across the Rio Grande Valley told me they're concerned about some of the sweeping ICE raids on work sites, particularly in construction, where sometimes workers with legal status are being kind of swept up in the process, delaying projects and hurting our economy.
Look at her.
What is your message to these businesses?
Well, that's simply not happening. So it's just not true. We are focused on going after the worst of the worst.
No, because
across this country to make sure that we're making our streets safer. And anyone who is a citizen of this country or is here legally has nothing to fear. Has nothing to get out of bed in the morning to be scared of, because we are only enforcing the law. If you're in violation, if you have perverted one of our programs in order to be here illegally, absolutely, you may be held.
Perverted one of their programs. So your boss, your master, your leader is a pervert.
Accountable for that.
Was that the right word you wanted to use?
But that individual and those businesses don't have anything to fear if they're following the law.
More from the mayor of Minneapolis discussing how the Trump Gestapo are not here for the safety of the city. They are terrorists, and they are here to terrorize the city. Play this clip.
We've dreaded this moment since the early stages of this ICE presence in Minneapolis. Not only is this a concern that we've had internally, we've been talking about it. They are not here to cause safety in this city. What they are doing is not to provide safety in America. What they are doing is causing chaos and distrust.
The devil.
They're ripping families apart. They're sowing chaos on our streets.
The devil.
And in this case, quite literally killing people.
The devil.
So they are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense.
Of course they are.
Speaking about them being terrorists, Benjamin Ryan, a great reporter, he captured this moments ago as protests were erupting in Minneapolis. You then had more ICE and Border Patrol agents shooting people in the face with non-lethal, which is actually very dangerous and can kill. Play this clip of what the ICE Gestapo was doing right here.
Really? Really? And I'm pretty sure he probably wish it was a real, yeah. Yeah, shout out to this, but shout out to Slim with the hood, with the gray hood on. He was like, they already killed one. Y'all heard what he said? They already killed one person. He was like, no, don't. Yes, yeah. It's like when I see stuff like that, it's just like it gives me hope, but at the same time, it's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Shooting cosplay videos of herself yesterday, and we were covering this on the Midas Touch Network, and iceout.org does a very good job here in showing what's going on. This is her yesterday as ICE sent in 2,000 militarized thugs to try and terrorize the community. You see Kristi Noem, playing her little cosplay dress up, but with real world consequences, as now a cold-blooded murder has taken place. This is what so many had feared was going to happen, and it has happened in Minneapolis, a direct result of Donald Trump's terrorism. Here is how state regime media first reported it. You'll see the massive protests forming now in Minneapolis. Let's play this clip. We have another video right here of Trump's terrorist, the ICE agent who shot the woman in the face, fleeing from the scene about 90 seconds after the shooting. Let's play this clip right here.
Don't let the murderer leave! Don't let the murderer leave! You guys are the fucking criminals! You don't get to tell us what to do! Fucking criminals!
I know that's right.
Don't let him leave! Don't let him leave!
Pussy motherfuckers, man!
No! Get the fuck out of our neighborhood!
Then we also have another video of who we believe that individual to be. According to witnesses, this is the masked ICE agent who shot the driver in Minneapolis. He shot from the side into the vehicle, as you saw. This is him walking away from the crashed vehicle. Let's play this clip right now.
Shame! 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 Shame!
You stupid ass haircut.
Shame!
We are hearing from Senator Tina Smith of Minnesota, who just published the following. A U.S. citizen has apparently been shot by ICE in Minneapolis. I'm gathering information, but the situation on the ground is volatile. ICE should leave now for everyone's safety. Please be safe, Minneapolis. Folks, we will be bringing you more here on the Midas Touch Network as we learn more, but that's what we have for now. A United States citizen has been murdered in cold blood by Donald Trump's terrorists, and now Trump's terroristic regime is out there saying that they were stopping an act of domestic terrorism. Well,
really?
Folks, I showed you the video of what took place at the beginning. You saw for yourself. What the Trump regime is doing here is worse than any 1984 dystopian tactics. This Trump regime is a criminal regime. They are criminals.
Yep.
They are thugs.
Yep.
They are terrorists.
Yep.
That's what we saw today.
Yep.
Hit subscribe. Let's get to 6.
Y'all make sure y'all go check his channel out. He be on it. I watch his channel during the day while I'm in here working. But it's crazy that he gonna say that what do you say? They are a terrorist, domestic terrorist. So what happened in January the 6th? That all the people that he pardoned, that wasn't domestic terrorism. Oh, okay. It's just pick and choosing. It could just, as long as it's domestic terrorism in his favor, it's okay. Doing his dirty beads, it's okay. But when it's against, it's a problem. Go figure. But anywho, this video right here, it looked like some eyewitnesses. Let me see what they talking about. I haven't seen this one, so let's see.
We're now going to bring in Lynette Renee Grandel and Venus DeMars. Lynette was a direct witness of today's shooting. Venus witnessed the aftermath. I want to thank you both for being here on what is obviously a very hectic and emotional day. So Lynette, you witnessed the shooting, correct? Explain to me what you saw and how everything came together.
Right. Well, I got up this morning because I was getting messages on social media that our local elementary school over here 2 blocks away was requesting observers to be there while the children were arriving for school on buses, because ICE had been patrolling around there quite heavily today, and there was kind of concern that that they would.
That's another thing. Why are you going to the kids' school? Because you're trying to pick them. You're trying to get these criminal parents when they dropping their kids off. Like, if you so-called have, I guess you know, or you got this databases or whatever the fuck. I'm pretty sure you got information on how to go to these people's houses. Why are you going to the schools and traumatizing kids and dragging kids, having the kids see their parents being dragged away by ICE? Like, fucking heartless, y'all. Fucking heartless. If you fucking think that this shit is cool, then you deserve every fucking evil fucking thing that happened to you. Because this shit right here is downright fucking disgraceful, and it's nasty fucking work. It is despicable. It is the devil's fucking work. You going to kids school picking up their fucking parents. Really? And y'all think this shit okay because he getting the immigrants out of it. Like, you motherfuckers don't own this shit. You stole this shit. This not even your fucking legal fucking land. This ain't even the land that you fucking really probably was born on. Everybody at this point is fucking probably not naturally from the quote unquote United States of a fucking America. You motherfuckers stole this shit. It's like you're trying to steal fucking other shit. Fucking what is really going on? And you
talk to parents who were dropping off their children or making sure their children got safely to school. So that ended, and so it was about 9:30, and I walked actually on this intersection where you can see towards that intersection, and I was going to go home, and a guy in a car drove by me and another friend who were walking along there, and he said, "Oh, ICE is right there around the corner in the 3300 block of Portland Avenue." So I thought, "Oh, I better see what's happening there. I have my video with my phone camera. I should observe there and make sure everybody's okay." So I walked around the corner. And there were a lot of ICE vehicles stopped in the middle of the street, not quite where you see it would be north to the right of what you're looking at right now. And I was also surprised there was one vehicle, and you're looking at it now, that was sort of askew in the lane. And I wasn't sure what was going on with that. I didn't see any ICE vehicles or ICE officers in front of it. It seemed that all the activity was pretty far behind it. Vehicles and ICE officers on foot on both sides of the street. And I was thinking, oh, they must be targeting a house or an apartment or something like that. So I was looking at all of that, and there were several of us, I would say, kind of scattered up and down the block on the sidewalks, yelling at the ICE officials.
So Yeltsin have been telling me,
shortly after,
Yeltsin have been telling me that she was trying to run his ass over. As much as time they didn't play this back, he was on the side when he started shooting. He was on the fucking side of her vehicle when he started shooting. But he had enough fucking common sense to get out the fucking way. Like, but yet she's using her vehicle as a You know what?
I passed this vehicle. I would say less than 60 seconds after I passed her, I heard these 3 pops, shot, 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 pop, pop, pop. And I knew it was gunfire, and it was pop, pop, pop. And then almost immediately the crash of her hitting that parked car, you can kind of see up there across the street. Yeah. It wasn't clear to me if she had been parked. There's a parking line, and then where the ICE officers are standing, you can
And why is he the only one with his fucking gun drawn? And it's like he purposely stood there, but he didn't stand quite in the middle. He stood like off to the side, so he knew, and just in case she starts moving, I'm gonna get my ass out the way. But you could have just got your ass out the way, got her plates, and then went to find her and arrested her if it was that serious. But instead, he chose to have his gun out and to shoot this lady in the face. Murder.
So that's a big bicycle lane. So like the driving lanes are way over there. Right now, she's moving into the driving lane. Right now. No, and there is no way.
Wait, Lynette, can I stop you? I want to make a point there. So the area that is covered in snow, that's actually a bike lane. That would not even be an area that a car would drive through, is what you're saying.
Right. It's a parking lane, and then you'd have to drive across it to get out of the parked area. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So So that would indicate, at least to a certain extent, why the car may have been there.
Right.
But as you said, so when you approached, the car was kind of in that spot. We see it at the beginning. It was kind of almost in the driving lane, but still in that bike lane to a certain extent. Could you tell at that point, was there any sort of conflict? Were ICE agents yelling at the driver? Was the driver yelling back? Did you see any sense of that? Yeah.
People were blowing their whistles at the ICE agents. The ICE agents were getting out of vehicles possibly and walking they were walking in that direction. But I did not realize they might be walking towards that vehicle. And I guess it didn't seem like the subject to be any kind of target.
So you didn't have any sort of sense when you were walking up then that this vehicle was in any way threatening anyone. It didn't seem as though the person in the car was trying to agitate or make the situation more difficult for the ICE agents.
No, I didn't even hear anything from the car. People on the sidewalks were screaming at the ICE agents, like, get out of our neighborhood, that sort of thing. But we were blowing whistles and stuff like that. But no.
So then, Venus, if we can bring you into the conversation, then at what point did you recognize and realize that something was happening, and what was your experience?
So Lynette texted me because she couldn't come over and find out what had happened because the ICE agents were pushing everybody away.
They immediately pushed everybody back.
Yes. So I went out because we live nearby and I could come in from the other angle, and I got to the intersection and I discovered that they were the EMTs were doing CPR on someone on the sidewalk right at the intersection. That lasted for about a minute. She was behind a snowbank, so I just saw the activity of doing the CPR. The ambulances couldn't get there because there was so much traffic.
The ICE vehicles it's a one-way going south. The ICE vehicles had the complete block north of her, behind her block.
So when they finally did get over there, I watched as they got whoever they were doing the CPR on onto a stretcher, and then put her into the ambulance and drove away. But there was no rush. There was no sirens. I already knew she hadn't made it. It was just devastating to watch, and I was just across the street from it.
And so you both live in this neighborhood, correct? Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So do you recognize the car? Would you have known the woman that was in the car? Or
no,
do you have any?
We don't know her.
Right.
I mean, at this point, we don't know that we know her. I mean, I didn't recognize the car. It's a busy neighborhood. Portland Avenue is a busy street. It's one of the arteries going south of downtown, especially, in the second half of the day. It's a busy street.
I'm interested in something else you said, Lynette, because you know, we've all seen the aftermath. We see the actual incident and the aftermath, and it seemed as though this was a pretty chaotic scene for quite a period of time. But the way you describe it is, as you were walking up, you didn't even realize that there was something going on. I mean, you knew there were ICE agents in the area because of the community group that you have and the situation at your elementary school. Did it really not get that chaotic until the car started pulling out, or was there a sense of tension even before that moment from your viewpoint of it?
It didn't get chaotic until the shots were fired.
Right. It was.
I mean, I was able to cross the street. I'd started crossing the street to get to the other side to see if something was going on over on that side, because I couldn't see much of anything on the even side of the street. And so I was able to cross because the traffic was stopped. ICE agents were all around. Nobody was preventing me from doing anything. It wasn't until I was still in the street, maybe halfway across it, and I heard the shots behind me. And that's when things got bad.
So I guess that also, I mean, you said you don't know this woman. The president of the United States has described her as a professional agitator.
Like, what
That's
the
his
hell?
language. But as far as you know, she wasn't even a part of this text group
Right.
you had,
Just saying
that
anything.
was alerting people to ICE agents being in the area.
Yeah, I have no idea who she was.
No. There was, it did not look, didn't look like there was any blockade or any intentional trying to, I mean, it was just, we were trying to pay attention to there was a lot of activity in our neighborhood that we got alerted to since about 6:30 in the morning.
And it's continuing. I mean, my social media is blowing up. This has not even stopped them. They are picking up people all over the place.
Wow.
Yeah. But there wasn't a big chaotic scene before the shooting. That's when it sparked.
Yeah.
And that's when people rushed out and asked. And there was not a lot of people out there. It didn't start turning into a protest or people trying to document until after that incident. When I was filming the CPR happened, there was still just a handful of us out there. It was not this big chaotic thing. It was just like maybe 25 of us out there, neighbors who came out. It was not a big chaotic scene.
And did either of you at any point see a DHS or ICE vehicle that appeared to be stuck in the snow? I mean, I can't imagine you're Minnesotans. You know how to drive in snow.
I heard there was one on the 3300 block of Park.
But anywhere near the scene? Anywhere near the scene that you witnessed?
Well, it would be 2 blocks away. 2 blocks away.
Yeah.
But nothing directly connected to the incident that you could tell.
If they're stuck in the snow, people are going to stand and laugh at them and photograph them. But they're not in any danger.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right. And then the last question I have for you guys just before we go is, how concerned are you now about the subsequent protests that could take place, especially given the fact that Minneapolis has already been through so much when it comes to those kind of protests?
I'm not worried about a protest. What I'm worried about is the reaction from the government with what's the rhetoric already that we're hearing about this professional agitation and all of that. That's what I'm worried about.
I'm worried about that too, that they will bring in outside agitators. Actually, the protest community in the Twin Cities is pretty well organized, and but it's a lot of the outsiders who come in who try to cause problems, and that I believe is what led to some of the burning on Lake Street. And we lived through that, but we were out with our neighbors in the alley, making sure that people didn't come through and burn down our garages and houses.
It wasn't.
Well, I appreciate you both sharing your story. I'm sorry that you had to witness that and that you're dealing with all of that aftermath.
Okay, so let me see.
You can stay as safe as possible given everything that's happening.
This is another video right here. They say she's been identified. NBC News. Let's see.
If you're over 30 with a mortgage, did you know there's a type of life insurance that pays you while you're still alive?
Excuse me.
Maggie Vespa is back with us now on the ground there in Minneapolis. As Maggie, we are learning more now about the woman who was killed in Minneapolis today. Yeah, Hallie, that's right. The Minneapolis Star Tribune identifying her as Renee Nicole Good, 37 years old, according to multiple U.S. Officials and lawmakers, that she was a U.S. citizen. And local officials here saying they think this is important, that she was absolutely not the target of ICE operations here in the area. People have been chanting her name in this crowd behind me. You saw this protest here in the last hour. It's grown significantly since then. You can see her there. Her mother telling the Star Tribune that, in her words, it was so stupid, the circumstances in which she was killed, and that, quote, her daughter was probably terrified. Her name, again, ringing through this crowd as people kind of circulate the video, talk about the video, check with each other on what did you see in the video. We've been asking people in this crowd, what did you see when you saw the video? And the incredibly consistent through line is that no one that we've spoken to agrees with the Trump administration's characterization of what they say happened here earlier today. We're at the intersection where this shooting took place. The Trump administration, of course, saying that ICE officer was firing in self-defense. As we now know, Renee Good drove toward him. People out here say they don't see someone trying to hit an ICE officer with their car. They see, we had multiple people tell us this. They believe they saw someone trying to get away, trying to steer away from the officer and flee the scene as multiple officers surrounded her car. The one who eventually fired stepping in front of it, which you can see in the vehicle. So a lot of anger at ICE in this crowd, and a lot of, again, people just learning in real time about the woman who was now killed here today, and obviously will be a focal point on top of everyone's mind here as this historic DHS ICE operation continues to unfold in this city that now truly, Hallie, feels under siege.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories.
Well, that was a quick little video, yeah, but that's the young lady. Let's see. So it looked like there's some there was some protests in DC. Let's see what's going on. I don't know what that. Okay, I don't know. So this is protest in DC. I wanted to. Y'all hear that? Yeah, they just people was feeling a certain kind of way about ICE being, doing the tactics that they're using. So it's really just amplified, and the protest is going to be amplified. Let me see if I can find that video where it was slowed down, and you can clearly see. You can clearly see he was like on the side. What was that page name? My bad, y'all. I had it. It's the majority something. Let's see. Majority. What is it? The majority report. The majority report. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, here you go. This was the video that I saw. They slowed it down.
As of like the beginning of the year, I sent in 2,000 Flux Bovino.
I'm going to speed it up.
Then traveled about 100 feet before striking a utility pole and some other vehicles. She could be seen slumped over inside her car. And this echoes this video too.
You have another video? Yeah, let's.
This is from a Facebook Live, and then the attorney Ben Crump tweeted this out.
Well, this is worse than before. It shot her in the face, and then her foot just went down to the gas, and she slammed into those, slumped over. They wouldn't let EMS through. They wouldn't let anybody through. There was a physician through the
So murdered her.
Could I take the pulse? Could I please take a pulse? They wouldn't let him through. They wouldn't let anybody fucking through. And then when EMS did get here, 10, 15 minutes later, they carried her out like a sack of fucking potatoes. There's no way to get out. She's sure fucking dead. I just watched a fucking murder outside of my house.
Wow.
I mean, this is, we were saying throughout much of the second half of last year that this was inevitable, and there's going to be more. You cannot have a bunch of poorly trained crypto, fascist, maybe not crypto, thugs, bounty hunters, whatever they are, running around with absolutely no constraints on them, no accountability, weaponed up, buffed up with all sorts of gear they can buy to make themselves feel like they're commandos, and not have them going and shooting people. And the amazing thing is like, when have we heard in all these supposed sort of and it's not even worth at this point taking at face value the idea that they're going after the most dangerous people. It's absurd. No, we've seen them go after grandmothers, we've seen them go after parents and kids, and
the largest percentage increase has been people with no criminal record in terms of who they're detaining. It's a lie. It's a Nazi lie.
But not one single story. Not one single story of these ICE thugs apprehending a supposed criminal element where these ICE thugs' lives were in jeopardy because one of these, hardened criminals was firing at them. All of the violence has gone in exactly one direction.
Yep.
And it is emanated from these fascist thugs. And make no mistake about it, Trump sent in these fascist thugs into Minneapolis because they're on a roll with demonizing Somalis. I mean, this is, he doesn't have Colin Kaepernick to incite the sort of racist fantasies of his followers. So now they have the Somali population in Minneapolis.
I mean, 32 people died in ICE custody last year. There was a story that I saw over the break about, I believe there was somebody that was working at one of these detention facilities who ended up getting fired because he was having sex with I think it was she might have been Guatemalan, but a detainee there, and she was asking for photos of her daughter, and that's what was the sex that he was part of the trade and other things, and he was fired. I mean, that's rape because it's coercive. It's assault at the very least. But just this is what's happening to people all across this country right now.
These are fascist death squads, and the idea that there's deaths in ICE custody, of course, because that's it's too uneconomical to make sure that nobody actually dies when you start concentrating people in camps.
Here it is. I mean, The Guardian, the ICE is holding over 68,000 people in detention in mid-December, and nearly 75% of them have no criminal convictions. And that same month, 6 people died in ICE custody.
They're going after criminals.
The deadliest month so far, and the deadliest year, of course, for ICE in custody.
Remember about a year ago, Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks was like, well, if it is just criminals, then of course I want to see the criminals out. Has he appended his statement about
the one he fired Francesca Fiorentini?
Oh, that was over this exact same thing, wasn't it?
When she called it a gulag, and she said that, he was being a little bitch or something.
How about a mea culpa?
Yeah. Made a big spectacle about it too. A friend of the show, Francesca Fiorentini, who was dead on, completely right.
Just unbelievable. All right, we're going to take a break. We will be back with more as this develops. We have found a posted video of of ICE essentially murdering this woman. This took place probably within the past hour and a half. car blocking ice. The ice told them to move, and the driver seems to be driving away. The ice thugs are to the side of the car. They're not in front of the car in any way. They're on the side of the car, on the driver's side. We can see this quite clearly. And this person drives away, and they start to fire into the car. All right, here is this video. We should just say, obviously, it's not graphic, but it's disturbing. So if you don't want to see this, don't see it. Here it is.
It's from a Mass Nestoric of the Minnesota Reformer.
Wait a minute, hold up. Did y'all see that? Like when she pulled up, when she put her hand out, almost like, to me it seemed like she was signaling for them to go ahead and go past. That's what it looked like to me. I don't know.
Jeez.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Murdered her.
What the fuck did you do?
And like, no thought that this is a person behind a car, so I'm actually putting everyone around in danger, even if.
Wait a minute, I want to go back to see something.
Mass Nestoric of the Minnesota Reformer.
Look like she's saying, "Go ahead."
No!
She.
No! Shit!
Jeez.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Murdered her.
What the fuck did you do?
Yep. Yeah. And like I said, if y'all sitting up there thinking that this lady was using her vehicle as a weapon, something's wrong.
No thought that this is a person behind a car, so I'm actually putting everyone around in danger, even if this was a justifiable use of my firearm, which it wasn't, and firing at just whatever direction. Who could have been behind that vehicle?
I mean, just go back.
It's all right. This is what happens. It just you could tell the woman in the SUV. That's that sort of like a maroonish SUV. These guys approach her from the pickup truck. They're mad because she's blocking half of the road. We already saw another vehicle go around her right there, and they come up. And they come up and they yell, "Get the fuck out of the car!" Because they're going to drag her out of the car.
Why?
Right there, that guy comes up, grabs the handle. She leaves. He is in no danger. And then you can see right there. All right, go back a frame. The ICE agent right behind, draws the car before she even moves. He's drawing his gun.
Yeah,
you can see that right there.
Yeah.
Next frame, go forward a little bit, back. Right there. And
he drawing the gun
as she's driving off.
Yep.
As she's past him. So he is completely safe. He is in no danger at that moment.
He chases the car to shoot her.
Were he in any danger while he was firing that weapon?
Oh yeah, and then Orange Face said he got ran over. So do y'all see again? Because I know I done played this video a couple of times throughout this live. Do y'all see where this Bama got rolled over? He got ran over, and he needed to be in the hospital because he can't believe that he was alive. Yeah, okay. It's the exaggeration for me. It is the lies. It is the gaslighting. It's all of that, and I'm just over it. And like I said, and I keep saying it, I'm gonna keep saying it. We're gonna need some mental, emotional support. Something. We need to get a lawsuit going on because these motherfuckers are trying to mentally drain us, emotionally drain us, have us out here thinking that we ain't seeing what we seeing and we ain't hear what we heard and what we seeing ain't what we seeing and like trying to make it seem like we're fucking crazy. Like, that's what crazy people do. Crazy people try to make you think you crazy. They try to have you thinking, if you don't know no damn better, they have you thinking that your ass crazy when all along their ass is crazy.
Her windshield would have been broken,
exactly,
but he just fires right into her open window.
He moves with the car to fire his gun.
Mm-hmm.
So she's driving.
Yep.
Look at
Boom.
him.
Yep.
He pursued her.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just play it?
No, look. Yep. Uh-huh. Because it honestly looked like the first shot kind of ricocheted, and then because it looked like when he was shooting, he was halfway on. He was on the side, but the first shot may have ricocheted where his hand may have hit the side of the window, kind of like the little frame, because it looked like it went up, and then he started pow pow. Let me go back. All right, let me go back right here. Let's see. Let's watch this again.
But he just fires right into her open window.
He moves with the car to fire his gun. So she's driving. Look at him. He pursued her.
Yeah, look.
Can we just play it?
Watch and they play it.
Shame! Oh my fucking God!
3 shots. Puts his, holsters his gun as if it was nothing.
Yep.
Obviously an indication that he wasn't terribly concerned for his safety at that point.
You are fucking criminals! You're fucking criminals! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the actual fuck? You are fucking insane!
Could y'all imagine seeing this in real time in person? Like, I couldn't, like, my mind would be.
And then you can see there's somebody coming over there to try and take her pulse, I think.
Shame!
Is this the person?
No rushing, no urgency.
Fat pig.
Shame!
Yeah, put your mask up.
Shame!
Murder.
Heart rate at 190.
Still see your fucking locked jaw haircut, piece of garbage fascist.
They go in on his
I know
ass
who that guy
good.
Her face off.
Yeah. Do they show anything here, Matt? Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, they show her body.
Yeah, we're not gonna
We
see
shouldn't
that.
show this.
But yeah, y'all. So, in case y'all haven't figured out that who I believe is wrong in this is the ICE agent. Because again, even if this lady did not follow the orders, she does not deserve to be unalive. She did not use her car as a weapon. She did not violently try to run them over and crazy. Like, we've all seen, unfortunately, incidents where people have ran their car and used their car as a weapon in, like, big festivals and stuff like that. I think it was one, like, I think in New Orleans one time. I'm not sure. But anywho, we've seen where people purposely ran their car at full speed. This lady was not even, she was literally trying to get out the way. And then you have this other agent with his gun drawn. Nobody else's gun is drawn. So apparently, the other people didn't seem to think that their life was in danger because their guns wasn't drawn. So why is your gun drawn? And the first thing you do is you want to shoot, and you want to stand partially to the side of the vehicle and say that she's tried to run you over. And then, of course, again, I just keep saying this, like, orange face talking about, oh, she ran him over. Like, his ass is now on the ground. He did not get ran over, but she definitely sure got shot in the face. But it's her fault. Okay. So, like I said, the ICE agent is 100% at fault. If you don't agree, I don't fucking care. It's not up for debate. I'm not going to change my mind on this. So this is just my thoughts, my opinions. And If you don't like what I said, or you don't like how this live went, or what I said in the live, or what I post and what I do videos on, then there's other channels for you, and you can kindly go fuck off and watch those other channels. But I will not be going back and forth in the comments about why I said what I said, or what you believe that the vehicles was used as a weapon and she got what she deserved. Well, that's your opinion. I don't fucking care. You just wanna be against some shit. You just a fucked up ass individual. Because if you can clearly fucking see and you got eyes, you could see that this lady was not trying to use her vehicle as a weapon, and he was not that agent. He was not in danger. He put himself in danger by angling himself in that, because he could have stepped to the side. Everybody else was to the side. Everybody else was to the side, not in front of the car. He could have stepped to the side. He didn't have to shoot her. He shot her because he wanted to. He probably was pissed that she didn't listen. And see, this is again, Trump got these motherfuckers thinking that they are above the law. They are above you. You got to do what I say. You better do what I say. Like, no, she didn't have to abide by what he said. They could have easily tracked this lady down by her tags and arrested her if she in fact did break the law or disobeyed an order. They could have found this lady and arrested her. But this particular agent decided that he was bigger than the program, and he going, no, you gonna listen to me. If not, I'm pow pow pow. He didn't look like he was in fear of being ranked over. It wasn't like he was square dab in the middle. And she wasn't like it didn't look like she was like speeding off or nothing like that. Wasn't going she probably wasn't even going maybe 5-10 at the most. So even if she did tap him, his ass didn't get ran over. And again, that does not equate for her being shot to death in the face. But yeah, so this is still a developing story. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have more eyewitnesses, different angles and videos and stuff like that coming out. I'm gonna try to keep up with it. But again, y'all, I kind of like just being mentally sometimes I can't, because I just be getting so irritated and it just be too much, and I gotta kind of like protect my peace because I be ready to like just yeah. But anywho, what's y'all thoughts on this? Y'all already know what I thought. I think my thoughts on it and who I believe was at fault. Um, and I just pray that something changes and we get on the right direction, because the way we going right now, it's just so much division, so much chaos, so much hate, distraction. And you know what they say, when it's chaos, fear, distraction, division, you know what that means. That's all the shit that the devil likes to stir up. Okay? So y'all take it how y'all want to take it. And do I believe that Orange Face is working with the devil, or is the devil or of the devil? The devil? I definitely believe it 1,000%. You can't tell me otherwise, because this ain't what a God fearing person would do. So if you feel a way about that, then go somewhere and cry about it. But anywho, it's Auntie Taz, and I'm gonna go ahead and check out. And yeah, yep. So this what we got going on the, what is this? The 7th day of 2026. Mm, mm, mm.